Hi students, I want to briefly go over with you how to make an outline for your research project or your research paper. It's a 3 to 5 page paper. So you're looking at roughly 5 to 10 paragraphs, maybe 12. Um, First step in the process is obviously the first step is come up with a research question that's been approved and then convert that to a thesis statement, which hopefully you've done. And then decide on major topics you want to cover in the essay. So you need to include some context and background information. Describe the problem at hand. What are you writing about? What's the history of it here? Go into some detail there. That's a few paragraphs. Think of some topics and subtopics, cause and effect. So this problem has caused this other thing to happen, which means this other thing will happen. And what are the repercussions of that problem? And then finally, you want to propose some solutions. Remember, you're not just rehashing ideas. You guys are college students, so you're contributing your own ideas to the academy. So propose some solutions. This will be what's called an alphanumeric outline, which just means that you're using Roman numerals, capitalized letters, Arabic numerals, and then, if needed, lowercase letters to organize the flow of information. Here I've only got Roman numeral 1, and then a capitalized letter, and then an Arabic numeral, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After that, I don't think this will require you to use lowercase letters. And this is not written in complete sentences. These are short notes meant for you. This is not something that's meant to be read. This is strictly for you to organize your information before you start to write the essay. I want you to use what's called parallel structure or parallelism. And all that is a fancy term for saying be consistent with your grammatical format. So if you begin each point with a verb, as I've done here, then just make sure that you begin each one with a verb throughout. You want to make it parallel. You want to be consistent. So our verbs here are introduce, include for the alphabet letter, and then for the Roman numeral, for the Arabic numeral, we've got describe. So introduce, include, describe. 3 action words, 3 verbs. Just be consistent. And finally, this is roughly what you want your outline to look like. And this is merely for suggestion, but again, you want to cover some of these things or all of these things in your research. Roman numeral 1 would be your introduction, which could be a couple paragraphs in a paper of this magnitude, your standard hook, your statement of the problem, history of the problem. Again, that could take an entire paragraph, and then your thesis statement. Roman numeral 2 is body section 1, which should be a couple of paragraphs. What's the extent of the problem? How bad is it? What's happened in the past and why we should be concerned now? Who's affected by this? Give examples, stories, facts. For Roman numeral 3, that will begin body section 2 in a couple of paragraphs. Here is where you delve into the cause and effect of something. Because of this problem, this other thing has happened. And you'll want to include the repercussions of the problem. Address this quandary that if this problem isn't solved, then this other thing might happen. So you can speculate, you can forecast. Again, you're contributing your own ideas. Sorry, my dogs are drinking a ton of water and being noisy. But yeah, you're a part of the academy now. You're a college student, so you're bringing your ideas to the table. Roman numeral 4 is body section 3, and that's kind of if you need it. And that's up to you what you include there. If you need something else, feel free to include it. Roman numeral 5 is where you propose solutions. You might have come across some solutions in your research, and that's great. Include those. But also include solutions that you have come up with. What will work and what will not work, and then what other people are saying that's in contrast to what you've written about. Include their point of view as well. And then finally, Roman numeral 6 would be a conclusion where you restate your thesis, obviously, and synthesize all these ideas that you've written about to form a new one and go out with a bang. Go big or go home for that last sentence of your essay. That is a think statement. Make it compelling, provocative, make me remember it. What have you ask yourself, okay, so what? Why did I write this thing? Here's why, in a single sentence. And that's how you leave the essay. So again, this is an alphanumeric approach to an outline. This is more of a completion grade than anything, but I want you to take it seriously. This will help you to write a better essay. You have to do this. It is an assignment, but I'm not creating a rubric for it. I'm not going to go through and make sure that you've covered every little base. I'll probably look to make sure that it's parallel, that you're beginning each section with the same type of word, a noun, or you're phrasing them all as questions or verbs or whatever. So be consistent in whatever approach you decide to take, and really think about what it is you want to cover in this essay. Again, this is a subject to change. These are works in progress. But if you have any questions, feel free to email me. I'm really proud of the work you guys are doing so far. If you're confused about anything, though, we can always set up a one-on-one Zoom, or you can email. I'm here to help you. So thank you and take care.